brick made, bitch, I'm solid as steel. Break the homie, catch a case, we gon' fall in the pill. Gotta ride with the heat, cause my diamonds is chill. I got it on my jewels, boy, you must be tryna get killed. Real tote bag, red bottom or heels. Got them wondering if young boo sign him a deal. Niggas can't fuck with me, I done served 100 pills. I be where the money be, flying over other seas. Truth is, I got more love when I was broke. Now I got money, seem like niggas want to smoke. Bad bitches wanna fuck me cause I'm dope. All I see is green, getting bundles with the lokes. I can't let a broke boy trick me off the street. Remember I was homeless, now you rent up on my feet. You spent in a year, I just spent it in a week. Still holding, chasing meals, showing niggas how to eat. Real street nigga, I ain't tryna play gangster. Young go getter, I just wanna make paper. It ain't saber with my Glock, I feel way safer. And it came with a drum like a bass player. Fuck getting ready, always ready for combat. Can't tell I got it on me, reason I love a compact. I can't sign a deal unless it's millions in the contract. Money on your head, then them killers push your top back. Young boss nigga, woo GP.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Young Woo back with another On The Block reaction here on The Block News. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Not later, but right now. Listen, man, also go ahead and hit that hype button so we can push this shit into their faces, push this shit to the algorithm. Listen, today we back with another Boys in the Hood TV video. You know I fuck with this content. He drop, I drop. I got a lot of shit. I'm finna start giving y'all more videos at a time because I be stacking up on this content. Just because y'all see me drop once or twice a day, just know I'm getting it in behind the scenes. But listen, man, the title of this video, Monster Kody, homie Big Crazy D from A-Tray Gangster Crips, war with Rollin 60s, multiple killings. So you know it get deep in these gang wars. Like, yeah, you know every war is gonna consist of some type of casualty. I don't give a fuck if it's the Army, Navy, military, nigga, Chicago wars, nigga, LA street gang wars, nigga, no matter where you at, New York street wars. Wars consist of bodies. It ain't no beef, it ain't no war if it ain't no bodies dropping. Listen, man, rest in peace to Monster Kody. And I don't know if Big Crazy D, if he alive or not, but we finna find out. I ain't finna do too much talking. Finna get this shit going, man. Let's get it.
Welcome to Boys in the Hood TV. Today we're gonna be discussing the life of the notorious Big Crazy D from the A-Tray Gangster Crips. Now Crazy D, born Deatree Denard in 1963 in South Central California. He'll grow up on 81st Street in the Manchester Square section. Now by his teen years, the formation of the A-Tray Gangster Crips will take place in this area. Now the A-Tray's main section will start on 83rd Street and extend to Gage Avenue to 79th between Western and Normandy. Now Denard, by his teen years, he would get put on to the A-Tray Gangsters. Now Denard was said to be wild and reckless and a known risk taker. Now his reckless behavior would lead to his homies calling him Crazy D. Now around 1976, the A-Trays were already making a name for themselves throughout South Central LA, which involved fightings and robberies. Now around 1978, a 15-year-old Crazy D, while walking down the street, would meet another A-Tray gangster member by the name of Monster Tip, aka Monster Kody. Now after Trey Ball went to jail, both Crazy D and Monster will become close friends and start causing chaos in the streets of LA. Now the A-Trays were known to congregate heavily from time to time at St. Andrews Park when it came to business. But other times, they would be seen hanging out at the White Apartments or another main hangout, which was a spot on 71st Street where most of the A-Trays could be found at. Now at the time, the A-Trays had nearly 75 members, but built up a very vicious reputation throughout the hood. Now what really drew Crazy D and Monster close together was that same thirst for building up that daily reputation as a gang member and being feared in the streets. Now by late 1978, Crazy D and Monster and a few Rollin 60 Crips were headed to the Rosecrans skating rink. Now neither Crazy D or Monster brought their pistol with them due to the tight security at the skating rink ever since the Inglewood families had shot up the building. Now once they made it near Manchester and Grand Mercy Place, shots will start ringing.
Man, y'all know how it go, man. You grow up in these areas, you're gonna be affiliated. It's a big possibility you're gonna become a part of the gang banging, you know, and there's levels to niggas gang banging. It's some niggas that's really thirsty to get a name on violence out here. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't recommend nobody jump in the streets or nothing, but you know, that's what's going on out here. Some niggas that's extra out. They want you to know who they is. You feel me? They looking to get into the gangbanging shit full-fledged with it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna do too much talking. We finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it. Oh yeah, one thing about the HAs, man, they got a big ass hood. You know, I can't remember what age I was when I had realized that, nigga, they go pat, nigga, to Gauge. But yeah, the Gauge, that's deep. Like, I'm like, damn, they go up in the 60s a little bit. Like, they got hoods that's in the 60s, not the Rollin 60s Crips, but in the 60s. I thought that whole area belonged to the 60s, but nah, I learned, nigga, they stretch out far as a motherfucker, and they only didn't gain more hood. You know, that's there. Like, they got a big hood. But listen, we finna get this shit back going. Let's get it.
Hanging out. Big Crazy D would spot one of their homeboys from A-Tray running past them, leaving a burger joint while holding a 12 gauge. Now that member would tell Crazy D and Kody to run because they just shot at some Inglewood families inside that burger joint. But Crazy and Monster would ignore this warning until a few moments later, when 2 cars full of Inglewood family members would come driving in their direction. Crazy D and Monster took off running and would hide behind a gym building. Now the Inglewood families would drive up and down the street, going down alleyways to search for them, but after a while, they would just take off and leave. Now both Crazy D and Monster would head back to the hood, but as they walked down Western and Manchester, the Inglewood families would pull back up. Crazy and Kody would run inside a surplus store to hide, but the Inglewood families would follow right behind them. Now as Monster Kody ran and hid, Crazy D was trapped by the Inglewood family bloods, who would start to beat him with wooden axe handles repeatedly. Now eventually Monster Kody would come out of hiding, but he would start getting beat down too.
Listen, man, that's how it go in the hood, nigga. You see Monster Kody, nigga, and Crazy D. These niggas they was just in the hood, like, you know, nigga ran into some shit in the hood that's predictable, but it's unpredictable at the same time. You never know what's gonna happen. You can get caught into some shit your homies did at any time in life. I don't give a fuck if you out the hood. Oh yeah, you from A-Tray Gangster? Nigga, your homies just bust out of my homies. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if it wasn't you. All we know is the A-Tray Gangsters did it. And as you see, these niggas ignore the warnings. You feel me? You gotta take these warnings serious in the hood. If they say some niggas down the street, nigga that just got busting, got cracking, you niggas gotta actually move like niggas out here sliding right now. You feel me? If niggas say, hey, be careful, nigga, because it's hot right now. You got to take that warning. You can't just be lollygagging like it's all good. So these niggas continue to move. I guess they not afraid of violence. They like to walk to the danger. You feel me? And the Inglewood families came right back, and them niggas got away the first time. Then the second time, them niggas the Inglewood families, nigga, they still looking for their get back. Nigga, the Inglewood families ain't no buster, just like the A-Tray Gangsters ain't no busters. It's kind of crazy though, because today, as of right now, and as what I've known for a long time, the Inglewood families and the A-Tray Gangsters actually, they coexist. They cool. They straight. And I actually think they share a lot of the same enemies, and that's probably where it came in. I think it had to be less bloodshed between the two for them to come to the fact that these gangster Crips, these gangster Bloods though, you feel me? So they both gangsters, but still Bloods and Crips. For these niggas to come to an agreement like, listen, man, we ain't tripping. We can share some of the hood or whatever. Like, we tripping on the 60s, like, you know. So it had to be less bloodshed, or at least a deeper hatred for the Rollin in general, and the neighborhoods in general. You feel me? Specifically the 60s, though, from what I know. You know, and I think the Hundreds too. I think the A-Trays really beef with the Hundreds too. So the Hundreds in the 60s, you feel me? But listen, we finna get this shit back going. Let's get it.
Now after they got done being beat on, the Inglewood families would flee the scene as the police pulled up. Now once the police would arrive, they would handcuff both Crazy D and Kody, and also the 2 members from the Rollin 60s who were there with them. But Kody would be arrested in connection with the shooting at the burger shop. Now not long after Monster Kody's arrest, Crazy D would also be arrested and be sent to YA after having a few run-ins with the law. But by 1979, the A-Trays were no longer at war with only the Bloods, but now they were at war with their former allies, the Rollin 60s.
Friday, homies, head up. Fatty started fighting with Tyrone. Boo, bad, boo, bad, 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 boo. Fool named Daryl Oaks, the hood just recruited. He was originally from 9-0. Went around the corner, got the strap. The homie. He thought it was something more serious than just a fisticuff. Fool come back with the heat, tell Fatty move, dump, boom, boom. Kill Tyrone, shoot him in the head and the chest. Shoot Bogart, boom, from the 60s in the stomach. Rest of them break. We all break too, like, damn, man, what you tripping on?
Now from this point,
See, and listen, that fall in line what I say about these fades, these DPs or whatever, or, you know, in the hood sometimes you can have a problem with a nigga, you know, and he'll have a crash out, nigga, a straight crash dummy, you know, ready to prove himself. He'll have a crash dummy ready to prove himself, got a battery in his back. You think you got a fade coming in, the nigga pop out the cut on your ass, the nigga get the blowing on you and kill you, nigga. That's what started the war between the Rollin 60s and the A-Tray Gangsters. So I know, y'all know it's some validity, you know, based on history to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even be thinking about it like that. Like, then the A-Tray Gangster in the early 60s, they did start over a nigga fight. Like, you know, maybe you was beating a homie up, or, you know, you never know who put a battery in a nigga back, because that's usually how it go. Because how the fuck all these Rollin 60s, you know, or A-Tray Gangsters, my bad, how all you A-Tray Gangsters allow a new recruit that just got put on 2 days to get a strap in his hand, you feel me, and start one of the biggest wars in LA between some of y'all closest allies. Where the fuck he at anyway? Man, that's how it go. A lot of these niggas, they start some crazy shit, they get out the way. Nothing happened to them, but by you being in the mix, you being in the way, man, you forced to fight this war, or forced to be a victim of this war. Because niggas get killed for over shit they ain't had nothing to do with all the time. You feel what I'm saying? But we finna get this shit back going. Let's get it.
all hell will break loose, which include back and forth shootings between the 6s and the 8-Trays, which would become a regular occurrence, with bodies dropping from left to right. Now that same year, the third generation of 8-Trays would emerge, like Lil Monster and Lil Crazy D. Now with these newer homies, the hood would get bigger and become much more a threat to any rivals, like the Rollin 60s. But by December, Big Crazy D would be released back onto the streets, and he would link back up with Monster, and he would be frontlining it with the war between the 8-Trays and the Rollin 60s. Now one day while walking down the street, Kody and Crazy D would get shot at by a group of Rollin 60s. And from that point on, Crazy D would make a pact with Monster Kody that they wouldn't stop until all their enemies was put in the grave. And Big Crazy D would tell Kody, wherever we catch him, it's on. Now by the 80s, Crazy D's violent reputation would only get bigger, and this activity would lead to him being arrested for the murder of a Rollin 60s Crip. Now because he was still a minor, he would be sent to juvie. Now while there, D would have multiple altercations with members from the Rollin 60s. But sometime later, Monster Kody will also be arrested and will be transferred to juvie and put in the same unit as Crazy D. Now eventually, due to lack of evidence, the DA will be forced to drop Crazy D's case, and he will be back on the block some odd months later. Now by 1981, both Crazy D and Monster Kody will be arrested on armed robbery charges. They were being accused of robbing a man on 84th and Western and jacking him for his money and his shoes. Now Crazy D, because he was 18 at the time, will be sent to county. And Monster Kody will be sent to juvie because he was still 17. Now both Crazy D and Monster Kody will be found guilty, and Crazy D will be sentenced to 5 years in prison, and Monster Kody will get 4 years. Now after serving his time, by 1985, Crazy D was released from prison. But the landscaping of the hood had changed at this point, and crack and PCP had swept through all of Los Angeles, and the drug game was an open market for anybody to hop in and make some real money. And Crazy D would dive head.
Yeah, man, that nigga Monster Kody and Crazy D, the niggas was getting into, they was fully participating in that Rollin 60s and 8-Tray Gangster beef, as y'all see. And as y'all see, that's gang members, nigga, they do these shit, robberies, shootings, murder, the shit they going to jail for, constantly catching cases. That's how I go. Now we getting into the time when crack first hit. I be outside like when crack first hit. If I'm feeling iffy, then my guy gon' spit. I am not a rapper, I don't cap about shit. Dope boys, they the month, I'ma chop till I'm red love.
Head first into the dope game. He and a few homies from the 8-Trays would start pulling in a lot of money. Now as time went on, they wanted to step up in the game, so they wanted to start looking into buying kilos of coke. Now in May of 1988, Crazy D and his homie John Porter from the 8 Trays would arrange to have a meeting to buy dope from a neighborhood Crip named BJ Bates. Now, BJ was infamous in the streets, known for jacking and scamming people, but he was known to get his money, and he was a known hustler out in the streets. Now, a woman named Kelly Timmons would be in control of this entire transaction between BJ and the 8 Trays. Now, it was set up for Crazy D to buy a key of cocaine for $14,000. So Crazy D and Porter would meet up with Kelly Timmons, who would handle the entire transaction. Now, they would give her $14,000, and afterwards she would take the money back to BJ, who in exchange would give her a kilo of cocaine. Now, once she arrived back to meet up with Crazy D and Porter, she would give them the kilo of cocaine. Now, after the transaction was done, Timmons would start walking outside, but Crazy D realized the coke wasn't coke, but it was baking flour. So immediately Crazy D ran outside with his pistol, forcing Kelly Timmons back into the house and demanding the money. Now, while being held at gunpoint, Kelly Timmons would immediately call her brother Rollin to tell him about what was going on and demand that he get that money back from BJ. But in the midst of the drama, Crazy D would call over other 8 Tray members like Dayon Lively and Vincent Burks. Now, eventually, Timmons would give the 8 Trays info on the Bates family and where they lived at. So the 8 Trays would get suited and booted, getting their guns and masks and gloves on, and they would leave Timmons.
Now, as a woman, this is why you don't get yourself involved into street activities like this. Because I don't know if the woman knew that it was going to be like fake drugs involved. I don't know if the 8 Trays knew that the dude they was doing business with was known for scamming. Because if you know a nigga known for scamming, nigga, it's a whole lot more plugs out here. Just get it from them. I ain't about to do no business with a scamming ass nigga because he fuck around might scam me. You feel me? That's just my thought process. That's just my thought process, but I don't know how niggas think. I can't think for niggas, but, you know, I don't know if the dude and the girl conspire together to make a plan. Like, we're gonna scam these 8 Tray niggas. They dummies. They don't know what real drugs smell like, look like, taste like. Because if I'm not mistaken, a lot of these niggas, they taste it, like, from what I see in the movies. You know, I'm not a criminal. I don't do drug deals. You know what I'm saying? I don't touch dope. So I don't know what niggas do to, or how niggas know if they shit pure or not when they spending 14 bands. Because 14 bands ain't nothing to be played with. Like, any kind of money ain't nothing to be played with. You could get killed for $14, 14 cents. Y'all done seen stories in the news for niggas getting killed for change. Y'all done seen that shit. I done seen that shit in real life. So when you get involved in shit like this, all right, the dude, he kind of, the woman act as a wall. Because if anything, they can't get to him, they're going to get to your motherfucking ass, right? So, but at the same time, the dude, BJ, he put the woman at danger and his family at danger because the girl know too much. You know what I'm saying? If she didn't know that you planned on scamming them, then off top, she giving up that info. Nigga, it's big-ass dudes over her, holding her hostage. She don't want to die. She don't, like, you know, she don't want to get manhandled or raped or anything like that. Hell yeah, nigga, she gonna get a drop where you stay. Why not? Why would you die if you did? Why would you die over this situation as a woman if all you did was just try to drop off some shit that you thought was real drugs? But either way, like, it's dangerous. Like, the bitch know where you stay, fool, and you put her life at danger and yours, you know. And it like, if it was really drugs like that popping in the 80s, 90s, whatever, then why is you niggas scamming anyway? Nigga, just actually get the key and sell it. Do good business. Them niggas with the 14 bands gonna come back with 28 bands. And you ain't gonna have to look over your shoulder from them niggas at least. You still gotta look over for the police, but I'm just saying, always do good business, kids, and make sure your business ain't with the streets, because it ain't what you think. It's all an illusion full of confusion. Stay out the way. Let us see another day. We finna get this shit back going, man. Let's get it.
To be held hostage by another female at the house while they went out to look for BJ from neighborhood Crip. Now, after driving around, they couldn't find BJ, so they decided to target his sister named Nina Bates, who drove a red 1988 Hyundai and stayed off on 46th Street. Now, while driving, the 8 Trays would approach 45th and St. Andrews, and they would spot a red car parked nearby. Now, that red car was a 1988 Pontiac LeMans, but inside was 2 teenage girls, 18-year-old Latoya Stover and her friend, 13-year-old Jamie Finney. Now, both girls had just left Hungry Heroes to get a burger and were on their way back home. Now, Crazy D and the 8 Trays assumed this was Nina Bates and decided to follow the girls. Now, after driving a short distance, the 8 Trays began to chase the car, and they would ram into the side of the girl's car. Crazy D and the 8 Trays would hop out and open the back of the Pontiac LeMain's hatchback and open fire. Both girls were hit over 10 times with multiple rounds from a Uzi and a handgun, killing them instantly. Now, afterwards, the 8 Trays hopped back into the car, and as they drove off, they would let off more shots. Witnesses would immediately call 911, and the EMTs would arrive moments later.
It was a case of mistaken identity. Gang members were out gunning for the sister of an enemy drug dealer who drives a red car. Jamie and her girlfriend were in a red car that night.
Just laying there, you know, her head was kind of slumped to the side, and I could see the red. She had a white blouse on, and I could see the red on her blouse.
Bullet wounds?
Blood. It was blood. I was in the kitchen, and I heard the screaming. Please, Lord, don't let this be Jamie. Just anybody but Jamie, please, you know.
Now, afterwards, Crazy D would brag about executing both of the girls to his homies. The 8 Trays would eventually release Kelly Timmons. Now, once released, Timmons would call 911 to tell him about the kidnapping and the murder of the females. Now, only weeks later, police would identify all the 8 Tray gangsters involved and began surveilling them. Eventually, 6 members would be arrested for the murders. 20-year-old Dayon Lively, 25-year-old Crazy D, 27-year-old Lindell Jackson, and 23-year-old John Porter, and a 19-year-old Meredith Carter. Now, during the trial, witnesses would come forward, including Kelly Timmons, who was kidnapped. Now, by the end of the trial, all the 8 Tray members will be found guilty. Now, during their sentencing, Crazy D and the 8 Trays will be seen smiling and laughing. Now, ultimately, Crazy D, along with the other 8 Tray members, all will be sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Now, as of today, Crazy D is 63 years old and serving out his life sentence at Wildco State Penitentiary. I would like to thank everybody for tapping in, and I'll see y'all next time.
But listen, man, there you have it. Monster Kody, homie, Big Crazy D from H.A. Gangster Crips, War with Rollin 60s. You know, multiple killings. And as you see, sometimes the person that do it ain't always the person that receive the consequences. You know, in fact, his teenage sisters paid the price. You know, I don't respect no niggas killing no balls that didn't have nothing to do with it. You know, that you gonna kill his sisters that didn't have nothing to do with it, but you gonna spare the one who could have had something with setting up the whole play. She told you niggas where they stay. You think when y'all released her, she wasn't gonna go and tell the police? Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all niggas might come back and kill her. She watched y'all basically kill some teenagers, fool. Like, hell no. Like, nigga. And y'all laughing about it and shit, you feel me? But that's how the streets go. So, ladies, don't get in the middle of these gang politics. Be a lady, be feminine. Like, real niggas like feminine women. On my mama, don't bring that gang banging shit around me. You know what I'm saying? As a female, you know, be on some fly shit, some feminine shit. That's what I like. But anyway, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Not later, but right now. My name is Young Woo, the Seeds, on the Block News.
Brick made, bitch, I'm solid and steel. Break the homie, catch a case, we gon' file an appeal. Got a ride with the heat, cause my diamonds is chill. I got it on my jewels, boy, you must be trying to get killed. Real toe bag, red bottom or heels. Got them wondering if Young Woo sign him a deal. Niggas can't fuck with me, I done served 100 bills. I be where the money be, flying over other seas. Truth is, I got more love when I was broke. Now I got money, seem like niggas want to smoke. Bad bitches wanna fuck me cause I'm dope. All I see is green, getting bundles with the lokes. I can't let a broke boy trick me off the street. Remember I was homeless, now you rent up on my feet. You spent in a year, I just spent it in a week. Still hungry, chasing meals, showing niggas how to eat. Real street nigga, I ain't trying to play gangster. Young go get it, I just wanna make paper. It ain't saber with my Glock, I feel way safer. And it came with a drum like a bass player. Fuck getting ready, always ready for combat. Can't tell I got it on me, reason I love a compact. I can't sign a deal unless it's millions in the contract. Money on your head, then them killers put your top back. Young boss nigga, woo to you peons. Better run like Ricky when we dumping out the Nissan. Bring the money straight to the block like King Von. Ice on my neck be shining harder than neon. Niggas wasn't moving right, now they left out. Ain't nobody crossing me, they getting X'd out, chest out. If you ask me, I'm the best out. Who got more money, me or you? Nigga, let's count. Cocky little dude. I be rocking all my jewels. Put it in my hand and the product getting moved. When we catch him, stretch him, put his partners on the news. Isn't it ironic how we talked about the school? Right there. On the block like I'm serving crack. Niggas better not speak on young Woo. I heard he strapped. Everybody acting like they killers, that's just murder cat. Niggas full packs turn track star when burners clap. Will Smith a nigga hit him with the Ike Turner slap. These niggas can't really rap, all they verses whack. Presidential Rollin on my wrist, cost like 30 racks. I ain't never tripping on spending cause I'ma earn it back. Yeah, I'm a real project baby from PB, nigga. Heard you hit the bounty jail and went PC, nigga. While I was looking like a star on your TV, nigga. You probably mad I'm shining hard with these VVs, nigga. Look, I was trying to put niggas on, but they had other plans. Talking about who's tougher, but I don't understand. Roddy Rich a nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Stack it up and blow it, man, don't run it up again. Roddy Rich a nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Huh? What? Nigga, Roddy Rich a nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Yeah, nigga, I'm the fucking man. Roddy Rich a nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Tell me, nigga, huh? Can't hear you, nigga. Speak up. Roddy Rich a nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Never seen it, nigga. Have you ever touched it? Roddy Rich a nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands? Let the money talk for me, young nigga. I Roddy Rich a nigga, have you ever touched 100 bands?